Hello and welcome to this lecture on aromatic nucleophilic substitution reaction. Last time we have seen the examples on electrophilic aromatic substitution reactions. Now today we are going to talk about the nucleophilic substitution reaction which is taking place on the aromatic nuclei. Now what type of compounds will undergo nucleophilic substitution? Obviously the nuclei which are having electron withdrawing group like NO2, CN, COCH3 etc. will make the aromatic ring electron deficient, and in turn it becomes susceptible for the nucleophilic attack. The leaving groups are mainly halogens, electron withdrawing groups are there, and the nucleophiles are based on carbon, nitrogen and oxygen. So carbon nucleophile, for example CN minus, nitrogen nucleophiles the amines, aromatic as well as aliphatic, oxygen nucleophile ranging from oxides to phenoxides. In the first step the nucleophile attacks. Now this attack is known as ipso attack. Now this ipso attack makes an intermediate which is known as Meson-Hammer intermediate. Now this intermediate later on loses halide, the leaving group, and you get the substitution of halogen with a nucleophile under consideration. The evidences for this Meson-Hammer intermediate is when this compound is treated with ethoxide at low temperature, of course you get this intermediate which is stabilized by resonance. I have just drawn one, you can draw two more structures, and this is a solid compound characterized by PMR as well as X-ray crystallographic studies. Similar to your aliphatic nucleophilic substitution reactions, these reactions also follow second order kinetic. The rate is directly proportional to the ARX and the concentration of nucleophile, so any change in that will alter the rate. Based upon halogen, the different rates are seen. Say for example, if X is equal to fluoro, the rate is very high, and as you go down the rate decreases. Now here the polarizability of carbon halogen bond is a key factor here. Since fluorine is more electronegative, the carbon fluorine bond will be more weakened, in the sense it is more polarized and readily undergo loss, and you get the product, the aromatized product. Now this is slow step, this is fast step, so obviously the halogen loss is going to be the key factor here. Fluorine gives 312 times, it is faster than Cl, Br and I are less. If you look at the reactivity of your substrate, then chlorobenzene, if it is taken as 1, incorporation of NO2 group will enhance the reactivity by 7 into 10 raised to 10 fold times. Another NO2 group 2.6 into 10 raised to 15. Another NO2 group, this is very fast and we cannot measure the rate, it is very fast reaction. If you recollect the classical reaction where chlorobenzene is treated with NaOH under high temperature pressure, this is the classical method to make phenol. Now based upon the reaction pathways, the aromatic nucleophilic substitution reactions are classified into three categories. The first one is addition elimination reaction, or this is also known as SNAR reaction. So I'll just put the ARSN mechanism or addition elimination. Now addition elimination is on the basis of the sequences which are taking place in the reaction. So the first sequence is the addition of nucleophile across the system. Say now we are defining X as, let us say it is chloro, and this para nitrochlorobenzene is treated with, let us say, OH minus. Initially you will have the Meson-Hammer intermediate, as we have said earlier. OH and this is Cl, and in the latter stage the loss of Cl will make it para-nitrophenol. Now this step is addition, this step is elimination. So addition elimination reaction is common, and you can see that so many examples of this reaction are known. Now you can have the different examples in terms of the different nucleophiles. We are going to mention some other nucleophiles also. Let us say we are having a para-bromo nitrobenzene here, and we are treating it with thiophenol in presence of NaOH. So similar to phenol, thiophenols can generate thiophenoxide ion, which in turn will react with the halide, and you will get the substitution wherein your Br group is replaced by SPH, the thiophenoxide ion. So initially this will abstract a proton, because thiophenol and phenol, they are acidic in nature, and this is the actual nucleophile. The reaction pathway is more or less similar, the formation of Meson-Hammer intermediate or the Carbanion intermediate, and later on the loss of halogen. So that ultimately gives the thiophenol or thioether, you can say, because two benzene rings are having sulfur in common, so that is thioether. Second reaction mode is addition elimination. Addition elimination, or this is also known as Benzene path. Now elimination, as the name suggests, that is loss of something from the substrate. So if I start with chlorobenzene and treat it with sodamide in ammonia, I will be getting benzene as an intermediate. Now this benzene is peculiar compound wherein the third pi bond is lying perpendicular to the plane of benzene ring, and that's why benzenes are highly reactive species, and they undergo dimerization, they can undergo addition of various nucleophiles and so on. In this reaction, if nothing is added, still we will get the addition of NH2, and the proton is abstracted from ammonia, and you end up with. Now there is no orientation, because your benzene is not having any other substituents. So this is the replacement of Cl by NH2 through different pathway. Now this benzene path is different. The evidences for the benzene formation are, if I start with the carboxylate ion of this is the diazotized compound of anthrallic acid, the heating can lose carbon dioxide as well as nitrogen to form the benzene. Now this ultimately undergoes dimerization and you get this dimer. Mass to charge ratios, this is 44, 28, 76 and 152. These are the data obtained from mass spectroscopy. So the presence of this peak, mass to charge 44, indicates the carbon dioxide, mass to charge 28 indicates the presence of nitrogen, this indicates the presence of benzene ring, benzene, and this is the dimer. The two molecules interact to form this compound. So that is one evidence. Second evidence is when a suitable compounds are there, it will undergo Diels-Alder reaction. So now let us consider this, and magnesium ether. First of all, bromine will interact with magnesium, so there will be an interaction, and then so it will be, I will just put the arrows. This is benzene, and if a suitable substrate is there, let us say this is the compound what we have, the furan, you get the formation of, now this is your classical Diels-Alder reaction. So formation of the adduct also indicates that there is a benzene formation which is happening, and you are getting the transition state which later on interacts with your diene and you get the compound. Now if this compound is treated with anthracene, then also you get the adduct, the Diels-Alder adduct on the central ring, keeping the aromatic sextate of the other rings intact. So this is your addition compound. So this gives the evidence for benzene formation. Okay. Now the third one, we will just go through it quickly, that is phenyl cation mechanism. Sometimes it is also known as ARSN1. We have already seen that primary amines, when treated with NaNO2HCl at 0 to 5 degrees Celsius, they form diazonium ions, and these diazonium ions, when treated with various nucleophiles, you get the nucleic substitution. Now here the assumption is that you get the formation of phenyl cation. Now this is phenyl cation. Now positive charge is lying on the in the orbit which is perpendicular to the plane of benzene ring. So this is very reactive, it reacts with all nucleophiles including water. So we'll just keep a chart. So using your ARN2 plus and nucleophile, getting ARNU, nucleophile and product. I am just making a list here. OH minus water, you will be getting AROH, CN, Cu, Cn, you will be getting ARCN, NO2, NaNO2 copper, you get ArNO2. HbF4, you will be getting ArF, then CuBr, CuCl, here ArBr, ArCl. So chloro-bromo-fluoro you can incorporate. You can incorporate NO2 group, can incorporate CN, you can incorporate OH. One more, one is this, can give you your hydrocarbon back. So this is the third pathway. Now here the carbocation is there, but the backside attack is not possible because this ring rigidity does not permit all such things. Okay. A couple of examples and then we will continue in the next lecture. The benzene mechanism, I will just give one example and then we will stop. This you try to solve, next time we will continue from here.